Hello my beautiful viewers on my channel, James Higgins Open World. Well, thought I'd have a chat with you, a bit of a channel update as well. What we got? Well, I've just heard on the news that some of those people who are arrested for pulling down that statue in Bristol, Colston, the slave trader, have been let off, basically. So what does that send? What signal does that send out to young people today? Oh, it's all right to go around pulling stuff down and causing mayhem. You know, you'll just get that off. It's outrageous, isn't it? You know, and what have you. The simple fact is, Colston probably did a lot of good as well, and what have you. And I am sick to death of people, right, who judge the past on the morals and the standards we have today. It was a different world. You can guarantee 300 years ago when Colston was alive, right, that the vast majority of people probably agreed with slavery, you know, and what have you. They didn't know any better because the vast majority of them probably couldn't read and write, what have you. They were force-fed the propaganda of the day. You know, it's a different world. You know, that's the problem with this wokery nonsense and what have you. And why did he never focus on modern day slavery that goes on all over the world? He never focused on that, did he? He never seemed to want to do anything about that, did he? Or start up groups to try and deal with that. As soon as it's virtue signal, like a lot of these companies like Ben & Jerry's, virtue signal, and all the rest of it, you know, this wokery shite. The only good thing I can see about woke, as I've said many times on this channel, is basically that he brings up a debate about racism, right? But I'm sorry, but I don't honestly believe that this country in America is as racist as the Black Lives Matter movement and all these others make out. I'm sorry, I just don't. I mean, I've never experienced racism because I'm a white man. I grew up in a small town. I'm 54 this year. I left school in 1984, and when I was at school, apart from one person in junior school and high school, everyone was white. Well, that's how it was back then. You know, this generation, 20-odd-year-olds and 30-odd-year-olds, don't realise that's how it was. It was virtually, in small towns up and down the UK, everyone was white. That's just how it was. And I spoke to people as well, right, to young people about the Eastern Europeans of my age were not allowed to leave Eastern Europe. And Germany was two countries. It was West Germany and East Germany. And then we had the Berlin Wall, which went up in the 60s. You know, in the 60s, if you tried to leave East Germany, you would get shot. They would just kill you, what have you. Because that was the battle. Eastern Europe was part of the Soviet Union. And I've said this to kids and stuff, you know, 20-odd-year-olds, and they have shock on the face. They can't believe that Eastern Europeans were not allowed to leave Eastern Europe. You just can't believe it. I do wonder what they teach these kids in schools. I really do. I really and truly do wonder what they teach these kids in schools. And what have you. They don't seem to know much at all, you know, really. I mean, I love history. I've got a passion for history. But I believe history should be portrayed the way it really was. And the reason I think that, because then it shows how bad it was to black people and how much of a struggle they had to go through to get to where we are now. But answer me this. Are the black nurses? Yes. Are the black doctors? Yes. Are the black police officers? Yes. Are the black MPs? Yes. David Lamb is one of them. Diane Abbott, the list goes on, you know. Was there a black president of the United States? Yes, there was, Barack Obama. So it's not the 1940s or 50s or 60s anymore where there was segregation, you know, what have you. And there is just as many poor white kids in this country as there is black. So all this white privilege shite is nonsense, in my opinion, you know. Honestly, I do think with kids today when they leave school, I think kids love to rebel, don't they? You know, I mean, if the parents say don't do something, 9 times out of 10 they'll do it, don't they? You know what I mean? To get a rise out of the parents. But they don't seem to have any heroes to look up to these days. I mean, music, modern day music, apart from stuff like Adele and Ed Sheeran and things like that, is shite, in my opinion. When you compare it to the 70s and the 80s, your Queens, your Duran Durans, your Bon Jovis, and I think the 90s, there's Nirvana and the Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl. When you compare it, it's shite. I mean, you've got kids today who love Oasis. Love Oasis. But the thing is with Oasis, I mean, that was my generation's group, really. You know, I remember it starting, you know, in the 90s. That was my generation's group, really. But, you know, I mean, they've got nothing of their own music-wise. Where are the new Oasis? You know, and all the rest of it. Where are these major rock groups? Yeah, you've got these ones that don't seem to make much, but what have you? But I feel sorry for young people, because young people naturally rebel, but they don't seem to have anything of their own to chant about. You know, like we had, like Oasis. Where are the new Oasis? Where are these bands and stuff? It's unbelievable, honestly. And most of this woke stuff, like I said, is just absolute shite. It really is. It's just shite. Oh, I tell you. It's having a good old moan, really. This is good sometimes, doesn't it? What have you? But you know me. I've got nothing against anybody. I've got nothing against gays, lesbians, trans people, whatever. Live and let live. But we can't have a situation where people can go around tearing things down and have no consequences. But the problem is, in schools today, when I was at school, you got the cane, you got the slipper, there was discipline. Now, it never did me any harm, to be perfectly honest with you. It taught me respect for authority, the teachers, for the police, and all the rest of it. And as I said to you before, I've never taken illegal drugs, I've never sniffed glue. I've been drunk in my life probably 4 or 5 times. I never liked the room spinning, so drink never got a grip of me. My only vice used to be smoking, cigars mainly. But I've given up that like 8 or 9 years ago. What have you? Managed to give up that. But what I found with the cigars was, the cigarettes and stuff, the only way you can truly get off it is cold turkey. If you can go a week without having a smoke, you've got a fighting chance, you know. I mean, I stopped for 9 months and I ended up back on it. I was under a bit of stress, under stress. And then I finally did give up. It's not easy to give up cigarettes. It isn't. I understand that. You know, it's not. But I hope you've all had a nice Christmas and a happy New Year. What have you? And I hope you're enjoying this channel. And welcome to all my new subscribers. I hope you've watched my first episode of Beyond the Known World about angels, 3 angel encounters. Episode 2 comes out on the 15th of this month, and then the 3rd episode comes out on the 1st of the month. So it's 2 a month for 5 months. I've just decided that it takes a lot of work to do that series. So it's 10 episodes, 2 a month. So that's 5 months. So you've got 5 months of 2 episodes a month of paranormal series. So I hope you enjoy it and watch it. Tell your friends about it. What have you? Get them to subscribe to my channel. And a big shout out to all my subscribers. Every one of you. The new, the old. I love you all. I keep watching this channel. And what have you. And I hope I've not offended anybody. We're having a bit of a moan there. It's only my opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. It's just, I just think some of this stuff is just so silly. You know. And I'm a believer in biological reality. You know. And what have you. And I think that's, and I don't think it's fair the way J.K. Rowling's been treated for standing up for biological women's rights. I don't at all. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. You know. He was a doctor on Question Time, and he said, this is a doctor, his words, not mine, you can't change your biological sex. Which is true. you have a male or female, or when you're born, you're an hermaphrodite. And what an hermaphrodite is, to my understanding, is someone who's born with a penis and a vagina, and what have you. So, hope you've enjoyed this little catch up. There's a lot coming this year. I might be thinking about doing a train journey up to Scotland. So if I do decide to do that on the Caledonian Sleeper, I'm just thinking about it. I've made my mind up about it. I'm watching some videos on it. It goes from Euston right up to the top of Scotland and splits into 3 at Glasgow. I've never been to Scotland, so if I do that, that'll be on my channel. And if I go away anywhere, that'll be on my channel. Stuff. I'm going to be doing a video at some point of Delamere Forest with my 4K camera, do it in 4K. Anyway, have a great week. Keep watching this channel. Tell everybody about it. Let's get it up to 1,000. Let's get this channel to 100,000. Only you guys can do it. So tell everyone you meet about James Higgins, Upworld, and invest in some of these in the hats and all the rest of it. What have you? What have you? So anyway, thank you for listening. Have a nice day, and a nice day tomorrow.